You need to find the ruined abbey now. That magical barrier wasn't there before. It explains what I just found in the guild. Meet me in Maze's quarters. I found a book that may help.
What's going on, everyone? It's Brock from Brock and Sindri, back again with another Fable Thursday. This week I'm talking about the lost or isolated Hook Coast. It's a location in Fable, the Lost Chapters and Fable Anniversary. It is a port town and it's located on a small island off the mainland Albion. It has a very tall lighthouse that contains a silver key chest and a silver key. Physically, it is pretty barren of most vegetation except for a handful of evergreen trees, considering it's always snowing and there's an ice-packed underfoot floor. There are several shops, including a weapon shop and a tavern. The only way Hook Coast can be accessed is via its Cullis Gate. It is revealed by the Snowspire Oracle that during the time of the Third Archon, a group of monks came to a barren coast and built a monastery on it to escape the cities and people in the rest of the world. Later, other people arrived and built a town around the monastery. Years later, when the monks predicted the destruction of the Old Kingdom, they used the last of their strength to cast a barrier around Hook Coast. The barrier succeeded, but at a cost. All of the monks perished, and the power from the explosion and the barrier left the imprints of where the monks stood. Since then, Hook Coast has been the only intact remnant from the Old Kingdom. The economy centers around fishing. So in the game, the only way to reach Hook Coast for the first time is through the ancient Cullis Gate in Darkwood. Once the hero arrives at Hook Coast, the Cullis Gate will be active and can be used by the hero anytime and from any Cullis Gate. Hook Coast is also where the hero of Oakvale discovers that Maze was actually working with Jack of Blades in order to help him recover the Sword of Aeons. After passing through a magical barrier which the guild master needed to take down with an incantation spoken through the hero's guild seal, a cinematic scene plays where the hero finds out that Jack captured Teresa and brought her to the Abbey in Hook Coast, where Maze began a complicated ritual on his behalf to summon the Septimal Key. The hero soon appeared, searching for Jack, as Maze attempted to trick the hero to believe Teresa was the danger. Jack struck him from behind and trapped him in a magical cage. Maze then completed the ritual and was ordered to take them to the Chamber of Fate. But after Jack left, Teresa used her last ounce of will to free the hero before Maze walked her away. The hero then fights Maze throughout the town and across to the lighthouse, where he finally kills him. On his dying breath, Maze reveals that it was his fear of death, in which he considered his mission to avoid, that had actually motivated him to aid Jack of Blades. Maze bitterly admitted that he failed in that mission. Jack later said that as he had outlived his usefulness, Maze would have died anyway. The lighthouse in Hook Coast is also used by the hero of Oakvale to summon the Ship of the Drowned using the Fire Heart. This ship allowed the hero to reach the Lost Bay in the Northern Wastes. We'll go into the Abbey graves, which are always excellent in Fable. First off is Leroy Simpson, turned drunken stupors into an art form. M. Ducker, barred from all drinking establishments after amassing large tavern debts. The strain was too much. Master Bard R. Shaw lies here. His music can be heard wherever you go. L. McCormick, was painting the Abbey's ceiling when the roof fell on his head. Josh AAA Moore thought he knew everything there was to know about physics until he fell off a cliff. Here lies M. Rose, cast from the Abbey for listening to dark bards and painting his fingernails. J. Shaw caused the monks distress. He liked to wear a dress. Benny Cook fell into a stew, and so was true to his name. P. Nettleton, too fond of wine for his own good. In this grave are buried the remains of all past lighthouse keepers. Here are the remains of Richard Ham, one of Hook Coast's leading monks. His voice resonated through the Abbey. And we do some notes. During the assassin attack quest, an assassin will attack the hero near the bell at the end of the northern row of houses. The first house in the row of buildings leading to the tavern has no front door, but it is actually a dwelling, and a fine will be received if you enter after dark. In the Xbox version of Fable, a book can be found in the house at the top of the town called The Story of X that has no real value. This was most likely a placeholder that was accidentally left in the game by the developers, and it was changed for tofu by the time of Fable The Lost Chapters. For some reason there is a seagull stuck in the terrain. It's just under one of the barriers that surround the town near the first set of stairs in between the tavern and the weapon shop. Since it's stuck inside of the barrier, you can't see it straight away. It is possible to use force push at such an angle so that it can be seen, but this will immediately kill the creature. All of the inhabitants of Hook Coast have very light coloured hair and eyes. This could be a result of the community's small population and isolation from the rest of Albion, or it could simply be an aesthetic choice on the part of the designers. Many of the villagers also seem to wear drab grey clothing, which matches the region's cold, bleak landscape. I think the light coloured hair and eyes is basically a homage to Viking kind of Scandinavian cultures that typically had your red or blonde hair with typically blue eyes. Hook Coast is known for crafting durable pick hammers and cleavers. It is also known for the bands of pirates that have attacked the city. It has the largest and therefore most expensive pub property to buy. Guards within Hook Coast are of the 5th Regiment, which are one of the most powerful types of guards. Hook Coast was the name of one of the beta test groups for Fable Legends. On the map in Fable, TLC and Anniversary, lines seem to radiate outwards from Hook Coast. Design documents for Fable imply that there was meant to be an NPC called the Boatman who would take you to the Isle of Bones. This whole subplot was removed from the original Fable and ended up being used as a means to travel to the Northern Wastes in Fable The Lost Chapters. Concept art for Hook Coast suggests that it wasn't always meant to have a snowy environment. It has also had other differences, such as the lighthouse being on the other side of the town and the Abbey being connected to the town rather than being inside of it. A Hook Coast lighthouse lever can be found in the game files and goes unused. It is assumed that perhaps it played a role in the Ship of the Drowned and the travel to Necropolis quests, which were intended for the original Fable. And that's everything that we've got on Hook Coast. What did you think of this area? Did you like visiting? Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know where you want us to visit next on our sort of Albion road trip that we seem to be going on. And as always guys, I look forward to seeing you in the next Fable Lore Thursdays.
Is the fire heart in place? Good! Meet me downstairs! According to the books, the ship should arrive as soon as the heart's energy reaches full power. What the hell? A summoner! It's trying to destroy the heart! We have to protect it! Come on, we have to...